And I think that's a good way to look at it, is if you are putting a post out and the intention is to get more business, the intention is to make sales, make money, then you owe everybody that's part of that video money. And
every element,
I can't actually think of a circumstance where a brand or a business would put out content and that isn't the intention. So the easiest way to think about it is to assume everything you're putting out into the world is to make money. So therefore you need to have a license for it. And as you mentioned, these platforms, Meta that own Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, they've made agreements with record labels. They've made agreements with these people that own the music. So anything that's available, that there has been an agreement in place. And Facebook have their own, or Meta has their own library of 14,000 songs that's accessible, which I actually didn't know until I was researching into this. I knew they had songs available, but only 14,000 of them. So if you think about how much content,
really,
billions pieces of content are going out.
Songs they own. Did they give you access to as a business? Yeah,
I think it's songs that they basically have an agreement that you have free license to be able to use. It's not much. It's not much when you think of the billions of pieces of content that go out.
Well, when you think
from
every
businesses.
day, 80,000 songs get released on Spotify from commercial artists.
It's bonkers,
a day.
Yeah. So the chance of you sounding like another piece of content is incredibly high. And you can guarantee that most of those songs on there are going to be pretty bland. They're going to be pretty basic. Because if somebody's happy for their music to be sold, put out into the world for free use, they've not put their heart and soul into it because they're happy to just be like, yeah, have it. It's going to be good for my exposure or whatever that looks like. There's no other reason why you would do that. But anyway, that's a subjective point of view. The objective point of view is that you only have access to that amount of songs realistically, that you don't need to have a license. So anything else that's not in that pool of music, you should be having a license to. And we weren't very clear about that in the last attempt at recording this podcast, because we were giving tips on like the type of music you should use and who are your target audience. And that is stuff we're going to delve into a little bit, but we need to make it really clear that most brands are putting, and we're talking about big brands, are putting content out there that has commercial music. If you've heard the song on the radio, you need a license for that piece of music.